And I guess for you, I mean, obviously missed a lot of time with the injury. How'd you feel out there today, being out there with the guys, just doing some drills?
Feels amazing. Everything's just so high class. Facilities super nice. Fans came out to watch, so it's been amazing, and just working with a lot of guys that I've never played with before. It's been fun.
We saw you talking to some of the coaches out there. What do the Johnny Boychucks and the Dennis Seidenbergs tell you here day one of Dev Camp?
Obviously enjoy it. Obviously a lot of hard work. So, I told them my ears are wide open, so I want to hear as much feedback as I can get on maybe do this, and I want to help me in any way, because every day I want to progress more and more and get to the highest level I can possibly play at. So there's always things to work on. So I told them they're just feeding me a lot of feedback that I can take and use in my game.
What'd you think of the fans that came out here today to watch essentially your first practice as an Islander?
It's been amazing. I got to talk to them, sign some autographs, but they're super nice. They're welcoming. I asked them some spots to eat. They said bagels and pizza were really good. So I think it's egg and cheese bagels. Am I right? Is that the go-to thing here?
Bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese. That's what it was. So I guess I'm going to have to have a couple of those here and there. So, yeah.
I guess why was it important for you also to sign some autographs here for the fans today?
Means a lot. I saw the draft party after I got drafted, and yeah, I've been through a lot, but they're behind me, and I hear they're behind the team always when they play. So, to have that group of fans behind you when you're playing, and I heard it gets pretty loud in UBS. So, yeah, it's really big, and especially hopefully I make the team, and at the end of the summer and you're playing, they're always gonna be behind you at home, and the home games are really important, and to have fans like that, it means a lot.
And what are you looking to get out of development camp here this week?
Just work as hard as I can. Feedback, I think that's a big thing. But just getting the feel of, what it's like at an NHL training camp. Obviously, it's my first time, just got drafted. So, it's good to just get on the ice finally instead of, doing a lot of, camera stuff. You can really get on the ice and, show what you're capable of. So, yeah, it's been exciting, and I can't wait for this, week to keep going. No, not at all. It's fun. You dream of this your whole life, and it's a dream come true. And now you got to put the work boots on, and getting drafted is amazing, and first overall is amazing, and it's an honor. But you forget about that now, and everyone's equal, and everyone's out there fighting for a spot. So all you got to do, put your head down, have fun, and work as hard as you can. Yeah, of course. This stuff's always fun to work on. I think every kid loves skills. Maybe not as much skating, but the skills aspect of it, they always love. When it's skills, you can work on different things. We're working on a lot of rims. I can obviously work on those in my game. When they're, ripping them around the boards, receiving those and making plays. So, yeah, there's a lot of things, and it was awesome.
We know you heard from Anders Lee. Who else have you heard from the last couple of days? I'm sure your phone's blown up.
I talked to Matthew Barzal today, and Bo Horvat I talked. So I met Barzal today, but it's awesome. Then Matthew Tkachuk reached out to me, Connor McDavid, Wayne Gretzky, the Felinos. So, yeah, a lot of great guys. And, to have those guys reach out to you, it's pretty cool. And, it becomes more real and real each and every day that you got drafted to the NHL. But like I said, you just got to work as hard as you can, and nothing's given. And each and every day, it's just, hard work, hard work, hard work. You're in the gym, on the ice, work as hard as you can and keep progressing.
You've only been here for 2 days, but what's your first impressions of Long Island?
Amazing. I hear so many great things. We're going to go to a Mets game tomorrow night, and then we're going to go play volleyball at the beach. So, just, visiting the beaches and everything, I think it's pretty cool. But everyone I've talked to, they come here, they don't know about it, and they stay and they never leave. And here Garden City, and there's a lot of great spots. So, I got to visit it a bit more. I haven't been very much, mainly the hotel, and that's about it. So, no, they just gave it to us. I'm hoping 48. Obviously, we'll see what happens, but 48 would probably be, preferable.